السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
My dear brothers and sisters, hope all of you are doing great and making Allah happy. Ramadan is a blessed month, a time for fasting, prayer, and seeking Allah's mercy. But what if I told you that your fast might not be as valid as you think? What if there are acts you're unknowingly committing that could be destroying your fast? Today, we'll uncover 5 dangerous mistakes that could be invalidating your fast, without you even realizing it. Stay with me till the end so that your fasting remains pure and accepted.
Act number 1. Backbiting and gossiping.
Fasting is not just about abstaining from food and drink, it is also about guarding our tongues from harmful speech. The Prophet, peace be upon him, emphasized this by saying, "Whoever does not abandon false speech and evil actions, Allah is not in need of his leaving food and drink." This hadith serves as a powerful reminder that indulging in gossip, backbiting, or slander can strip away the essence and reward of our fasts. We may spend the entire day avoiding food and water, yet a single moment of speaking ill of someone can jeopardize all our efforts. Ramadan is a time for self-purification, not just physically but spiritually, cleansing our hearts from negativity and our tongues from harmful words. Imagine standing before Allah with a fast full of worship, yet void of reward due to careless speech. Instead of engaging in gossip, we should replace those moments with zikr, Quran recitation, or even silence, as the Prophet, peace be upon him, taught that silence in the face of harmful speech is a form of wisdom. The next time we feel the urge to talk about someone behind their back, we must ask ourselves, do we want to nourish our fast or weaken it? True fasting involves not just hunger but discipline, self-restraint, and the purification of the soul. Let's make this Ramadan a time where we not only restrain our stomachs but also our tongues, ensuring that every aspect of our fast is protected and filled with blessings.
Act number 2. Lying and cheating.
Lying and cheating are not only sinful acts in Islam, but during Ramadan, they can severely impact the essence of our fast, reducing its reward and even rendering it meaningless in the eyes of Allah. The Prophet, peace be upon him, clearly stated, "A person who does not keep away from lies and false conduct, Allah does not require him to abstain from food and drink." This hadith serves as a powerful reminder that fasting is not merely about avoiding food and drink, it is about refining our character, strengthening our moral compass, and purifying our hearts. If a person continues to engage in dishonesty, whether it be through deception in business, lying in personal relationships, cheating on an exam, or even making false promises, they contradict the very purpose of fasting. A single lie, even if considered small or harmless, can taint the spiritual purity of our fast and distance us from the mercy of Allah. Ramadan is a sacred training ground meant to help us cultivate sincerity and truthfulness, yet many people neglect this and focus only on physical hunger while ignoring the hunger of the soul for righteousness. If we are willing to endure thirst and hunger for the sake of Allah, should we not also strive to refrain from words and actions that displease Him? Each day of fasting presents an opportunity for self-improvement, a chance to replace dishonesty with honesty, deception with integrity, and negligence with mindfulness. Let this Ramadan be a time of transformation, where we not only purify our bodies but also cleanse our speech, actions, and intentions, ensuring that our fasts are truly accepted and that we emerge from this blessed month as better, more truthful individuals.
Act number 3. Losing control over anger.
Fasting is meant to teach us self-discipline, yet one of the biggest challenges we face during Ramadan is controlling our temper. Hunger and thirst can make us irritable, testing our patience in ways we don't expect. The Prophet, peace be upon him, gave us a clear guideline on how to handle such moments, saying, "If one of you is fasting, let him not utter foul words or raise his voice in anger. If someone abuses him or fights with him, let him say, 'I am fasting.'" This profound hadith reminds us that fasting is not just about abstaining from food and drink, it is about refining our character and training ourselves in emotional restraint. Losing control over anger, whether through heated arguments on the road, frustrations at work, or disagreements at home, can significantly diminish the spiritual rewards of our fast. What use is it to stay away from food all day if we cannot refrain from harmful words and outbursts? Ramadan is a golden opportunity to break the cycle of reactive behavior. The next time you feel anger rising within you, pause, take a deep breath, and remind yourself, I am fasting. Instead of responding harshly, choose silence or a gentle reply. Through this practice, we align ourselves with the true spirit of Ramadan, developing patience, humility, and emotional control that extends far beyond this blessed month.
Act number 4. Wasting time on haram content.
In today's digital age, one of the biggest challenges during Ramadan is avoiding distractions, especially from social media, entertainment, and even inappropriate content. How often do we find ourselves mindlessly scrolling through our phones while fasting, consuming endless videos, music, or movies that add no value to our spiritual growth? Allah warns us in the Quran, "Successful indeed are the believers who humble themselves in their prayers and who turn away from useless talk." This verse reminds us that wasting time on meaningless distractions contradicts the essence of fasting, which is to discipline our minds and hearts. Imagine spending 12 to 14 hours without food or drink, only to waste those precious moments on entertainment that does nothing to bring us closer to Allah. Instead, use that time wisely. Replace mindless scrolling with Islamic lectures, swap TV shows for Quran recitation, and trade gossip for heartfelt dua. Ramadan is not just about avoiding food, it's about filling our time with actions that nourish our soul. Every second of this blessed month holds immense reward. Don't let distractions steal what could be your most spiritually uplifting Ramadan yet.
Act number 5. Missing prayers while fasting.
Fasting is a powerful act of worship, but it should never come at the cost of neglecting Salah, the most fundamental pillar of Islam. Many people focus so much on staying away from food and drink that they forget the very act that connects them to Allah: prayer. The Prophet, peace be upon him, warned us, the first thing a person will be questioned about on the Day of Judgment is Salah. Imagine fasting all day, striving for spiritual growth, yet ignoring the one thing that defines our faith. Fasting without Salah is like watering a plant without giving it sunlight. It simply won't grow. No matter how much effort we put into avoiding food and drink, if we are not bowing down before Allah in prayer, we are missing out on the true spiritual nourishment that Ramadan offers. Salah is not just a ritual, it is a direct line of communication with Allah, a moment of peace in a chaotic world, and the key to strengthening our connection with Him. If we can resist food and water for the sake of Allah, surely we can take 5 minutes to stand before Him in prayer. Missing Fajr, Zuhar, or Asar while fasting weakens the very purpose of Ramadan and prevents us from experiencing its full blessings. Instead of allowing exhaustion or laziness to take over, let's use this blessed month to establish a habit of praying on time, making each Salah a moment of reflection and devotion. This is the month of transformation, so let's commit to not only fasting but also strengthening our Salah, ensuring that every aspect of our worship is aligned with the true essence of Ramadan. By doing so, we can truly make this a month of spiritual renewal and deepen our connection with Allah in ways that will extend far beyond Ramadan itself. To truly safeguard our fast and maximize its spiritual benefits, we must take proactive steps to avoid common pitfalls. The first and most essential step is to renew our intention daily. Fasting is not just about abstaining from food and drink. It is an act of devotion, a means of drawing closer to Allah. Every morning before suhoor, take a moment to remind yourself, I am fasting for the sake of Allah, to purify my soul and strengthen my faith. When we consciously renew our intention, our fast becomes more meaningful, preventing it from becoming just a routine. Another key factor is to surround ourselves with good company. The people we spend time with have a profound impact on our behavior. Being around righteous individuals who remind us of Allah, encourage good deeds, and avoid gossip and negativity will help us maintain the purity of our fast. If we constantly find ourselves in environments where backbiting, idle talk, or arguments occur, it becomes much harder to protect our fast from spiritual harm. Instead, let's seek the companionship of those who uplift us, whether through Islamic gatherings, family discussions, or even online reminders from trusted scholars. Finally, we should increase our dua. The Prophet, peace be upon him, taught us that a fasting person's supplication is never rejected. So, let's take advantage of this golden opportunity. Ask Allah to grant us sincerity, patience, and steadfastness. Pray that He protects our fast from sins, distractions, and anything that diminishes its rewards. A simple but powerful dua we can make is as translated, O Allah, I ask for your pleasure and paradise, and I seek refuge in you from your displeasure and the fire. By being mindful of our actions, making conscious efforts to improve, and sincerely seeking Allah's guidance, we can ensure that our fast is not just an obligation but a truly transformative experience, inshallah. My dear brothers and sisters, fasting is not just about staying hungry, it's about training our souls. If you found this video beneficial, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's spread this message so that more people can benefit. May Allah accept our fasts and make us among the successful. Ameen. Comment below, what's one thing you'll change this Ramadan to protect your fast? Let's discuss in the comments. I'll see you in the next video.
Allah Hafiz.